Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Lovely. All right, before we start this, I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah.
preemptively
Do your fucking beginning of thing roll.
Mhm.
Oh,
All right,
you
that's going to
got it.
be an 8, so I get to hold 1.
All right. So, just relatively recently, dear God, that is going to fucking kill me. You,
You Sorry.
you kit, Olaf and your son, ended up making it to town, in, Kelowna and Ontario. No, British Columbia, not Ontario.
Oh shit.
Off the coast of Okanagan Lake, and have regrouped with Taika, Zephy, Charlie, and Grenade, who, from what you could tell, kind of had a near-death experience.
Yeah.
What do?
That's a good question.
Oh, are we now repeating through her mic? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, or at least hear her mic, I think, so it's probably hers.
Beeping ever so slightly, but
Yeah.
Is that what the beeping is?
Well, yeah, there's the beeping, but I'm like the one where all of a sudden I can just hear my voice and I die inside.
Alright, everyone, be quiet, and everyone watching, cover your ears. Okay, no, never mind.
Ah!
Yeah, okay. We're not being loud enough. I have to swallow my mic. Nope. Alright, this is very elusive and spooky. Somebody's repeating and we can't tell who.
Anyway, what do?
Suppose the only thing to do is, that's a good question. I'm going to revisit my abilities real quick, see if there's anything I can do to just kind of... See that we got to connect the dots. That was what it did. Okay. Right. That's a good question. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to try to interview kind of witnesses on what they saw and see if I can gather a little bit more information on possibly what might have provoked the creature to attack the boat and stuff like that.
All right. So you're going towards all those people that are still there being looked after?
Yes. Just kind of walking up, looking for someone who doesn't look super traumatized and looks like they could give me a straight answer. And gonna roll to investigate. Do I roll to investigate a mystery for that then, or how would that one work?
Yes, yeah, that would be. Let me look at the investigative mystery thing. Fucking hell. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say this counts as the investigating a mystery.
Okay, so that'd be my sharp.
Yeah.
All right. Plus 3. It's going to be a 10, so I get to hold 2.
All right.
All right.
Managed to get like a few different people to start talking to you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, one of the questions I'm going to ask is, where does it seem to have gone?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. Fuck, that is not Canadian. mean, I think it's pretty obvious where it went, bud. Under the water. You think it just suddenly started flying?
Well, no, but I was wondering if there's like a cave system around here that like might have possible places it could be hiding and stuff.
I mean, the lake's pretty deep and pretty murky. Not exactly easy to see something that suddenly decides to go deeper.
All right, makes sense. The next question is like just kind of a general idea of what can it do, like besides just being super strong and swimming and stuff like that. I'm seeing if I can find like special abilities, maybe magic stuff. I don't know.
You sure you're okay there, pal? I mean, it's... Well, you also think that Bigfoot casts spells?
No, they can't cast spells, but they hit pretty hard.
I mean, it seems kind of like what would happen if we ended up getting attacked kind of like by a big crocodile or something.
Well, I knew that much already. So there wasn't anything that hit before it swam and hit itself. Gotcha. So it doesn't have any like abilities. All right. Thank you for your time. And just kind of walk back, I guess.
All right. So, is anyone else in the group doing anything?
Well, I'm flying apparently.
Well, Olaf's there.
I don't know much of what Olaf is doing right now, so
You are Olaf.
you know what I mean. Like, when we got there, was there anything?
No,
Important.
he kind of just went around with the group.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's a big group of people who have come from a boat crash, basically. They're all little traumatized. There's some rescue teams and stuff like that. And what attacked the boat was some sea monster.
Ogopogo.
Lake monster, yeah. Ogopogo.
Okay.
That Kit is like been
Olaf is just
dispatched
going
to
to be
hunt.
questioning the people, trying to get any advantage over the monster.
All right, do me an investigation.
It'd be a sharp
Sharp.
roll.
8.
So you
All
can
right.
hold one. So you can ask
Yeah.
one question from the investigative mystery
Yeah.
thing. So I'm guessing you're thinking of like what can hurt it, basically.
Let's see. Yeah, what can hurt it?
All right. As you're basically going around, you manage to get the attention of like a few people. And one of when you ask this, one of them just kind of goes, "Well, it did seem to kind of back off after that one goth lady, like tased it or something. I don't know what she did, but kind of stuck out her hand, and suddenly there was electricity in the water." So there was that.
I see. Thank you very much.
Is there a convention in town? Why are you wearing furs?
It's my armor.
Furs.
Aye.
Aren't we Canada?
Yep.
It's probably cold.
I mean, there's a difference between like warm weather, like modern fur styles, and Viking.
Maybe he's just some kind of weird country guy. There's some like wild bear people out in the middle of the Canadian wilderness, covered in furs.
I'm not sure what it's going to protect you from, except maybe the sniffles, but okay.
Moose.
I can tell you right now that it very much will not. Ended up losing my brother to a moose accident. Ay.
I'm just picturing Nate chuckling at somebody's death in the background. Moose death.
You know what? I mean, you're not actually thinking of like trying to kill that thing out there, are you?
Oh, why not?
because you're a 5'6" man and it's a giant lake monster.
It's only
Uh-huh.
5.
You know what? Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Eh,
Have at it. I'll be looking forward to hearing about you in the news when your body's found.
Aye, it'll be found in a glorious battle.
Right. Right. Okay. I think I need to go back to the emergency services. I might have hit my head harder than I thought.
Well, if you want, I'm pretty well known to be a good what's the name that you call it these days?
Doctor.
Yes, that.
He kind of just looks you up and down. I doubt it. I'm going to go seek professional help.
Ah, that's pish posh. Back in my day when I was a wee little lad, I used to break my arm all the time and just snap it back into place. I'm sure
As
it
you
just
start
nothing.
soliloquizing, he just walks away.
I'm just gonna continue with a rant about my childhood.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh fuck! I forgot what I did for my level up for Zephy. Oh no.
Hell.
Is Zephy still hammered? That's the question.
What did
I
I
mean,
level up for? I think it
I-
was another move from another playbook, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I got
don't
one of the
know.
ones where whenever you hit somebody, you can do more damage.
Devastating.
Yeah. I got
Anyway.
devastating. Zephy, how about we do what we always tend to do with this stuff and just roll, I don't know, tough or cool and see how smashed she is.
Oh god. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna say give a +1 due to the situation probably being a tad bit sobering.
Alright, and my cool and my tough are the same fucking thing, so it doesn't matter. +4. Yeah, Zephy's
sober.
sober.
That's it's an 11 plus 1 is 12.
What? No, I
No,
did.
+1 is factored in already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah, Zephy's just kind of standing on the beach, just making sure everyone's getting appropriate care and, you know, stuff like that. Taika's probably halfway looking around for her friend, halfway just like, oh shit, I think I mentally scarred her.
Mhm.
So
Just-
she's just
Yeah.
kind of hovering in the back like, oh, I did a bad.
Yeah, Taika, as you started kind of like sobering up, you did notice that Charlie seemed to be purposefully putting people between the two of you.
She's not gonna, you know, pressure her anymore, so, you know.
You're also pretty sure that you're bleeding and you don't remember where from? Or how you started
What?
bleeding?
Huh. Strange.
They don't seem to be from the boat accident.
What? I'm bleeding from something else? Okay, cool.
I mean, this was something that was mentioned last time. You were just drunk.
Yeah.
Not the bleeding, but the cause of the bleeding.
Probably wouldn't have remembered it anyways. Let's be real.
There's that also, yes. Anyway. Anyone else doing anything in this situation right now?
I'm just observing. Because, I
Okay.
mean, they already kind of did most of the investigating.
All
What are
right.
you supposed to do? Ask the same question 3 different ways?
Yeah, fine. Anyway, I guess we're gonna cut back to Casimir.
Mm-hmm.
Casimir, you're somewhere around. Let's see. How tall is the atmosphere?
That's a question for Google.
Yes.
Like,
Okay, Google.
I don't know, 30.
All right. 7.5 miles.
Close enough.
You're somewhere at about 6 miles above the ground. Above Canada. The main thing is you remember being told that you were all going to a lake. before they told you to fly over the border because they were pretty sure that they couldn't just fabricate an ID for you. Right before Kit Knight, unknowingly to you, just flashed her identification badge and was let right in.
Oof.
So the main thing you know is that they're going to a lake. That's all you've really been told. They don't tell you much. They just kind of tell you to kill things. Dear God, did he disappear again? Kyle?
Sorry, Mom and Stepdad just got home.
Okay.
So I'm flying in the air.
Yeah, you're some 6 miles above Canada.
Hmm.
I mean, for the first time in a while, you're able to see the sun, but that's mostly because you're above the cloud layer.
Do I know I'm above Canada?
I mean, you know you're above. You just kind of kept heading north. You're not exactly sure what a Canada is.
Alright. So, I'm gonna spread my wings and fly down to land, just to get on land so I can quit, flying.
All right. I guess do me a sharp to see if you're anywhere near where you were supposed to be. That's the wrong command. Oh dear God.
I know nothing.
You kind of just crashed through a building.
Oh, yeah.
I guess everyone else roll me a sharp,
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
because I kind of just
Zeffy noticed. Wait, no, never mind. Wrong. That's sharp. Zeffy's stupid.
Is that Taika then? Who is it?
No. I was like,
Olaf noticed.
okay, no, yeah. Both of my characters have, a really bad sharp. That was a tough roll. Just how strong is Zeffy's ears? Who knows?
Arlo rolled a 13.
Dear
And
God.
Jonathan,
Alright, Zeffy gets a 9.
and Jonathan
I'm a
rolled a 12.
6.
All right.
Taika got a 4. She didn't do shit. She's too
Alright.
busy being sad.
So, Arlo, Zeffy, and Jonathan. Oh wait, and
Olaf.
being as all of you got higher than a 7.
Wait, did Anthony roll?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
he didn't. Roll me sharp.
Roll! Homie, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Not much.
It's okay. Let's see if you notice.
Just T-pose menacingly and then fly into the building.
Type.
Kind of broke up there, homie, but okay.
$12. Okay. So
He also-
everyone except for Taika and Kit. Kit being the person who basically had Overwatch on the situation.
Yep.
She's paying more attention to the people rather than anything else.
Actually, you know what?
It's
I'm just
just
going to have it this
Casimir.
way. Basically, as you guys started heading back to Kit, with the exception of Taika, who never really left, despite you two not liking each other, basically, in the air behind Kit, you kind of just saw this streak of purple that, disappeared in a residential area.
I
think
think
that
that
was
was Casimir.
I'll go fetch him. And she's just gonna run off in the direction.
I'm assuming that's Zeffy. Where is Zeffy going?
No, I think Taika was going to fetch him, or was it?
No,
Zeffy?
Taika didn't notice.
Oh yeah, Taika didn't notice.
Yeah. Where is
I
Zephyr
think
going?
I think she's going to get Casimir. He just kind of crash landed into the suburbs over there.
Oh my gosh. How can he miss a freaking big spot here where there's ocean and people and flashing lights?
Well,
My
to be
God.
fair, it is real cloudy, so
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's Casimir.
I mean, maybe, but he tends to have a pretty good direction on where the fight is, so I don't know.
Currently, the fight is in this person's house.
Yep. Wait,
That's
so
funny.
Tyke
Should
never left the
we-
beach, right? Is that what you're saying? Or is Tyke with the group too?
Should
They-
we
It's
just
gonna
go
wordlessly
after or just
follow.
leave it to Zephy?
Okay, we established the one at a time rule.
Did we really?
Yes,
Did we ever agree to it?
yes.
I don't remember signing
And
that
then we
contract.
took a 4-week sabbatical.
So, Agent Knight said she was going to leave that one to Zephy, right?
That's what I just asked. If we need to. I was kind of talking to Arlo saying, do you think we should leave it to Zephy or try
I'm
and
sure
go
those
after?
two will be fine.
Arlo kind of said, yeah, I think Zephy can handle Casimir for a bit. We need, well,
Either of the worlds, the either of worlds and the savior of hell, alone in one.
you know, you might have a point there. Just
Also,
kind of.
Before we get too far, is Taika with that group? Yes or no? I forgot if we established that because I thought you said we left her behind at the beach or something. I'm really
No, I
confused.
said that
No, she's
Taika was
with
based.
me,
Yeah, Taika was sulking near Kit.
which is
all right.
surprising because we don't like each other apparently.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean,
That's why.
on her phone.
It has been established.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Zephy ran ahead to go figure out what the fuck happened to Casimir, so.
And we're basically all trying to figure out if we're gonna go after Casimir or just not and just leave it to Zephy.
Arlo just kind of sits for a second. Has Charlie sat in the truck or in Agent Knight's car? Or wait, actually, we didn't bring the truck. We just brought the car, right? Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
they
they
brought
stole
have
the
your
truck.
truck.
They stole the truck.
So it's
Oh.
so Charlie could be in my car.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Arlo's like, well, I don't think we should leave Charlie alone, but I do think we should send someone with Zephy just in case. She's a little bit. You know what? I'll go with Zephy. She's getting a little far ahead. Hang on a sec. And Arlo kind of jogs after Zephy just to make sure she doesn't kill Casimir when she gets to him.
Taika's going to mention, we bought a couple motel rooms earlier if y'all just want to, go there for now.
For once, I agree with you, Tyga. I think we could all use a rest and try and figure out what the heck just happened. You look
What just
exhausted
happened was
too.
Casimir came flying down like a shooting star.
I think they're talking about the boat incident.
Yeah.
Well, then what happened was a monster attacked the boat.
All right.
Yeah, I was on that boat. Sorry.
While everyone is kind of talking to this, Jonathan makes his way down to the beach of the lake, and he's going to attempt to use magic to see if he can discern any how deep the lake might be and if there are any caves or anything like that.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to attempt to use magic. My weird roll. That's going to be an 11. So I think that goes off without a hitch. I need to double check. That's something else. Use magic. Here we go. Okay, so... Yep, it goes off without an issue, and I'm going to do one thing beyond human limitations, and I'm going to look and see if there are any cave systems that the creature might have fled to at the bottom of the lake, and if they go anywhere else.
The first thing you notice is that the lake is very, very deep.
Mm-hmm.
Second, there are cave systems, although most of them don't look like they'd be spacious enough for something as big as what was mentioned earlier to get into.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Jonathan just kind of notes this and just nods, and then heads back to the group and just kind of goes up to Agent Knight. And
As you turn around, you kind of just notice that Charlie is just 1,000-yard stare focused directly on you.
Jonathan, before he goes over to Agent Knight, goes,
"What? You cut out? Oh dear God! Robot. Is it just?"
Is everyone robotic?
You weren't. Am I roboting?
You
No.
were.
Well, you're
Okay.
not.
You were, but now you're not.
Okay. So what did you? So what did you
All right.
say?
So is Charlie staring out from the car, looking at Jonathan?
No, Charlie never went into the car.
Okay. So she's at the beach. Okay.
Yeah, it's like as soon as you came out of the magical stupor and turned around, you just saw that she was looking directly at you.
Jonathan walks over to her and just kind of goes, "Did you need something?"
Not at the moment.
Okay. Jonathan's a little nervous now.
Just have Jonathan say, "Okay, boomer."
How far can you see?
Depends. Really?
You spied me through time.
Yes, I did. It's difficult to explain. I'm trying to learn to control it myself. There are many possibilities to what I can do. And, well, some of them, he kind of looks down at his hands, are not so good.
Be careful not to look too far. You might not like what you find staring back at you.
And that's why I try to control it. So whatever stares back at me will blink first.
That pride will likely be your downfall.
Maybe. But the world's ending, so we might have a downfall anyway.
Very true. It's still best to take precautions.
That's why I'm trying to talk with Taika a little bit to see if she can help teach me to control this. So I don't look too far.
You just kind of start zoning out again. Almost as if, like, the person you had been talking to just suddenly stopped existing.
F.
Jonathan's going to kind of look at her for a second, and if she doesn't respond, just kind of shrug and just kind of look at her for a second, then like gently tap her on the shoulder, see if she responds.
Like, as you're watching her, she kind of just starts looking at the lake, tilting her head, kind of like a confused dog would.
Mm-hmm.
Before she just kind of, like, snaps out of her stupor once you touch her.
Mm-hmm. No, Jonathan kind of gestures
What
back.
is it?
He kind of gestures back. I'm going to go back to the group if you want to come with.
Oh, okay.
And he walks with Charlie, making sure that he doesn't get ahead of her or she gets ahead of him.
She just kind of follows him.
Mm-hmm. and walks back. Jonathan walks back to Agent Knight, then kind of tugs on her jacket to get her attention.
Yes, Jonathan?
I looked at the lake. It's very deep, and there are caves at the bottom, but none are big enough for the thing to have fled there. So we're just gonna have to start looking elsewhere.
You okay?
It's yes, I'm fine. It's just the water is very deep.
I'm just gonna give Jonathan a side hug because I think he's worrying, even though he doesn't want to tell me, and he's trying to put on a brave face.
Mm-hmm.
And then, out of character, I'm trying to think, should we really leave for the motel? Because then Arlo, Casimir, and Zeffy don't have a ride back to the motel at all.
Well, Casimir can fly.
Zeffy would find an excuse to have more time with Arlo. Even if Casimir's involved in some way.
Threesome.
Not like that.
Where one of
actually.
them's mildly radioactive.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, Kyle, I forgot we established that.
What?
You're
that
radioactive.
Casimir's mildly radioactive.
Wait.
Because that was when you disappeared.
Yeah,
So
you passed
Casimir's
out during that.
radioactive.
Like
Yes.
slightly, not like dangerous levels, but he is radioactive.
Okay then.
Like several bananas levels of radioactive.
Does he know this?
No.
Probably not. I'm not sure he understands the concept of radiation.
Okay.
He'd probably just hear it and be like, yeah, I'm cool. Of course I radiate. I radiate cool energy.
That clicking noise is just how cool I am, right?
Yeah, that's it.
My back's been itching for a little bit, but it's all good.
What?
But is it safe
Speaking
to
of
actually not have a car for them?
Remember, we still have 2 cars.
But both of them will be at the motel.
We walked here. It's fine.
Mhm.
It's like the motel is close. So we left the car at the motel.
If
it's-
anything, not driving with him might, like walking with him might be safer because you can put more distance.
Yeah.
So wait, so then on one of our first missions, when I was stuck with both Olaf and Casimir, I was getting myself killed, not by just his singing, but also radioactivity.
I mean, only about as much as a dentist visit.
Oh my gosh.
Or several
Killed me.
bananas.
In 2 ways.
It's like 3 bushels of bananas worth.
Oh goodness.
Probably more, I guess, because if you take a picture of 3 bushels of bananas, it doesn't blur. Naturally.
'Cause he was in the passenger seat.
You know what? Maybe Casimir has some like strange cosmic kind of radiation. That's still
Oh god,
radiation.
that could be worse.
It could be worse, or it could potentially be less harmless. It could be not as harmful. He has
my
mystery
gosh.
radiation.
Is this kind of like that whole thing of the spider that bit Peter Parker is like revealed in the comics to have been a magic spider that just so happened to be radioactive?
I was thinking more of like the mystery flavor lollipop.
Oh god.
You don't really know what the fuck you're getting.
I swear it's always bubblegum. There we go.
Machine broke. Have a good day.
It's
Fucking
alive.
Craig got sick of our bullshit.
Craig got sick of us talking about like
The
fucking
radiation of bananas
yeah.
and Casimir.
yeah.
Maybe Casimir's radiation broke Craig.
I mean, bananas are radioactive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Now all I'm thinking about is that one SCP that's a pill that summons several hundred tons of bananas in a person's stomach.
That fucking kills them.
Yes, The idea behind it was that it was going to be a lethal dose of radiation. However,
That is a lethal dose of radiation.
however, it also causes the person to explode. And it destroys everything around them under several hundred tons of bananas.
Imagine that getting out of that, like, out of containment, and some, like, assassin uses it on his targets.
That's what it was made for. It was made for assassinations.
Assassination by banana.
It's like, why would... Like, I get it. I get the joke and all. Like, yeah, it was meant to kill him one way, but it killed him a completely different. But Jesus fucking Christ, whose idea was this? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, God. Right. So, Casimir.
Yeah.
You are in someone's living room.
Good thing it's not the South, or else they might have a gun.
It seems to be pretty finely upholstered aside from that giant hole in the ceiling you made and the rafters on the floor.
Is anyone there with me?
Roll me a sharp.
Doesn't even notice.
There's a 5-year-old girl behind you. She is very confused. Are you Santa?
Oh
Are you
wait,
the
hold on.
tooth fairy?
It's a 4, not a 5. 4.
You're pretty sure no one's home.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
Get up and stretch like my arms and be like, oh man, that was a big fall. Wasn't expecting that.
Just
So it
flew
came
into
out of
the
nowhere.
border, and man, are my arms tired.
Yep.
Eh.
He's
And
gonna.
you,
I'm
and you
gonna
say
get up
the
and, like,
things I do cause pain.
gonna look up. Or get up and look for a door.
I mean, roll me sharp.
Oh my gosh. I can't figure out how to get out.
No door. Let's Kool-Aid man this.
I mean, you're pretty sure there's a door upstairs.
Upstairs? Is he in the basement?
Hold on, how far did I go into the building? I'm gonna walk up the stairs.
You're met with a hallway with a few doors.
Oh my god.
Open all the doors. Duh.
Question: how many doors?
3.
5.
Alright.
One
First
of them
things first,
always.
I'm gonna open up the one closest to me.
That's a bathroom.
I'm gonna open up the next one.
Pretty sure that's a hall closet.
Open up the next one.
That appears to be a child's bedroom.
Is there a child?
Wait, is there a
inside?
window?
There is a window.
Is there any child? Like, is there anyone inside the bedroom?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go open up the next room.
Pretty sure that's the master bedroom.
Is anyone inside?
No.
I open up the last door.
Another hall closet.
Just go through the window.
I'm gonna go back to the child's room and look out the window.
That's not creepy.
Roll me sharp.
Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
8.
He just taps on the window.
You're on the second floor.
God dang it, I was on the right floor. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
so at the same time, Arlo and Zeffy,
Woo!
you're pretty sure you found the right place because part of the roof is missing.
Well, shit.
Well, there's only
Wait,
one
hey.
thing to do.
Hold on.
No.
Wait, before they come inside or anything,
Yes.
can I look for the kitchen?
Mm.
Now that you're back downstairs, you found it. It's connected to the living room that you were
Alright,
in.
I'm gonna go into the kitchen
it's
and
like,
start
oh,
looking for food.
Oh, jeez.
Alright,
Roll me
Zephy's going-
sharp.
Lila's house.
6.
God.
You're pretty sure there should be some food in the drawers.
I start opening up every drawer.
Those silver things with the spikes. That's food, right?
Silver things with the spikes. Oh, a fork.
That's food, right?
I'm gonna pick it up and just throw it like behind me, saying doesn't look good. And keep looking.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
another
jeez.
silver. There's a few more of those and some silver things next to it with scoops.
I'm gonna pick up one that had like not the one with the spikes, but the one that's has a curve thing. And
Yeah,
try biting down on it.
you've ate worse.
Not too bad, but I'm gonna throw that aside and open up the fridge.
You're pretty sure some of the demons you ate tasted worse than that.
I'm opening up the fridge now.
Okay. All right. Fucking hell. All right. Zephy and Arlo.
I ring the doorbell.
Zephy knocks on the door.
No
Come
one
in.
answers. You hear some rummaging noises from inside.
Oh, here we go. I try the door. Is it locked?
Yes.
Of course it is. Okay. Well,
Lock
Well, I have seen the officers of the law break into places when they think there's a criminal. No, is this not the same? Zephy
we're
says,
not.
pulling out her hammer.
Arlo slowly slams the hammer with his hand. We're not officers of the law, and there's only so much Miss Knight's badge can do. So,
Yes, and if we don't get in quicker, then he's going to cause many more problems.
well, it looks like he's just caused some property destruction so far. I don't think anyone's dead or anything, but I would prefer to keep the property damage to a minimum. So,
Well then,
can you use do you know how to pick locks, or do you have a lock pick on you, or anything like that?
Arlo,
Yeah, it was a dumb question. I realized as soon as I asked.
I am many things, but a lock pick is not one.
All right. Give me a sec. And
Zephy's going to consider trying to throw Arlo onto the roof so he can just come in through the same hole.
does she tell him about this?
No, she's just kind of looking she's just kind of looking at you and then
Wait.
sizing you up and then looking up at the roof.
What
Can't
do I
you
roll?
fly?
What do I roll for insight, Lydic?
Sharp.
Sharp. Okay.
Wait, can't you fly, Zephy?
No, she can't actually.
Oh,
Her wings have been clipped.
That's a 13.
Zephy wants to throw you on the roof.
Just kind of thinks for a sec. Zephy, I like where you're going with this because you're trying to minimize property damage, but I don't think me being thrown into the roof is the right option here.
Shall we consider climbing then?
That might be a good idea, yeah.
question, real quick. Is there any actual food in there?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you just found a casserole.
I'm gonna
Casseroles
grab-
are those things that's made of fermented cow's milk, right?
No, that's a custard.
Kind
Custard.
of jiggle, have bits of fruit in it.
I'm gonna grab that out of the fridge and walk over to the door while eating it and just unlock and open the door to see who was knocking.
You don't see anyone, being as they've already made their way up to the roof.
Oh well. I'm gonna shut the door again.
All right. Why don't we roll to climb?
I'm gonna let you fucking do it.
Okay.
You managed to climb because you have a fucking 6'8" angel. So I'd hope that their arm and leg length is good enough for that.
All right, just Arlo is kind of surveying the broken roof. How badly destroyed is it?
It kind of looks like you dropped a small car through it.
Here I thought it'd be cartoony and just have his shape.
Just Casimir-shaped hole.
Roll me a sharp.
Oh boy. Okay.
That would be priceless. Get home and like, what the hell is this?
It's gonna be an 11.
You're pretty sure you see like one of Casimir's horns embedded in the room beneath the hole.
I lost the hole.
I'm going to attempt to pull it out of
Okay, so
wherever
you've
it's-
already gotten in the hole then?
Yes, I have lowered myself.
You're pretty sure you're in a master bedroom.
Ah, lovely. All right. Is there anyone around?
No.
Okay, didn't think
There is
so.
a hole in it down to the living room.
Mm-hmm. I walk down the stairs to go to the living room to go grab Casimir's horn.
Well, no, the horn is in the master bedroom.
Okay, I grab the horn from the master bedroom then.
All right.
And then I walk downstairs looking for our purple friend.
As you get to the living room, one of the things you see on the floor is some form of silverware that appears to have the end of it bitten off,
Are you kidding me? All right.
as well as a.
Wait, where's Seffi right now? Sorry.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing following Arlo.
She's just like watching him jump down. You see anything?
It's either that or you're up on the roof, or in the master bedroom.
Yeah, she's probably just gonna follow behind him.
But you see that as well as what appears to be a discarded yogurt container lid.
Now for.
Seffi debates if silverware is edible after observing the hole in it.
All right. Lovely. And where is Casimir at this point in time?
That is an excellent question. Casimir?
I went back to the kitchen to find more food.
All right, he's
okay.
currently in the kitchen.
And he doesn't notice his horn's missing.
It took him a while to notice his foot was missing.
Arlo kind of knocks on the wall next to the kitchen. Hey, Casimir?
Casimir, I'm guessing your head's in the fridge, and in your hand is a plastic container that you're pretty sure is full of casserole.
I'm gonna peek my head like out of the fridge at him, be like, "Yo, we got free food over here."
Arlo holds up Casimir's horn. Did you lose this?
I'm gonna reach my hand on my head. God damn it!
Which Casimir is holding a yogurt container.
Casimir, this isn't your house. This isn't free food. You're stealing right now.
Even better.
Nope.
It's
no,
on
no,
brand.
No, Casimir. We are here to fight a giant fish lizard thing, not steal food. I am sure the fish would love to fight you more than the food would love to be eaten at the moment.
I mean, they both sound tasty right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yes, but you have more of the fish than you do that dingy casserole.
I'm gonna chuck in.
Okay. I
They have the same intelligence level right now.
I'm gonna chuck it over my shoulder. Just letting it fall to the ground. You're probably right. If
Alright, can I
it
say
tastes
one thing out of
anything like
character?
that silver thing I had earlier, it's not that good.
Can I say one thing out of character real quick?
What?
So that roll right there was a sharp roll for Zeffy. And if I got a 6 or under, she would have said, people, she would have pretty much said, you're breaking and entering, you're a criminal, right? And you know what happens to criminals? And she was pretty much just going to try to instigate a fight right then and there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
So it's a good thing she rolled over a 6 at least.
Yeah, that seems kind of like excessive over a casserole.
No, it's just an excuse to punch Casimir.
Arlo takes out a cigarette and puts it behind his ear because he's not going to smoke in someone else's house. And without getting their permission is like, all right, I think we should head on now. So let's
apply directly to the forehead.
Zeffy nods. Yes, we need to go to the lake if we want to fight the pogo stick. Pogo, yes.
We need to do a little more research before we do any fighting, so we can find some weaknesses and stuff like that. But well, we can go back and take a look at that. Casimir, how was your flight?
Long.
All
My
right.
eyes were hurting from the sun.
Well, at least you saw the sun. That's more than can be said for me. Well, now I'm just imagine like
Wait,
Casimir flying like over the clouds and then just looking directly into the sun.
I mean,
oh my god, hold on.
I
have the perfect
what the fuck's this bright yellow bitch in the sky?
It's challenging me to a staring contest. I have to beat it.
I'm not even imagining a staring contest. I'm just imagining he flies out into space to try and pick a fight with the sun. We never did see Casimir again.
Nah, see. What it is this right here.
You know what it is, what it is, what it is, what it isn't.
This is what I wanted.
Yes, perfect. The sun won't heal, but man, did you hurt it?
It's that weird moment in which a character is their own EGOC. Not the player's EGOC, the character's EGOC.
I'm just all right. So Arlo is just kind of leading Zephy and Casimir out of here and thinking like, oh man, Agent Knight's agency is not gonna like the bill for this place.
Question also, the radiation that I have, is that due to me flying or?
No, it's
this was
really
before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was noticed whenever Arlo tried to take a picture of you to create a fake ID.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of the pictures were blurry. Because of the ionizing radiation coming off of you.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. So we head out, hopefully not attracting any more attention than what has already been attracted.
I'm surprised the radiation hasn't like done anything to y'all either.
It might have done some longer term effects, but we don't know.
I said several bananas worth.
Mm-hmm.
So we're being led back now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I wanted Zephy to say something, but I already forgot what everyone else said, so I can't say it anymore. Big rip.
Oops.
Arlo kind of turns to Zephy. So Zephy, what happened to my truck?
It is fine. It is back at the motel.
Okay,
Not
we're headed
worry,
to
we
the
had
motel.
someone. Do not worry. We had
motel.
someone who could actually drive your truck. Do not worry.
Who was driving?
Taika.
Okay. All right, we're fine with that. We're okay with
If you would
this.
preferred Grenade to drive?
Yes.
I'll make sure to note that.
Can he drive?
Grenade, can you drive? Anthony, hello? Can you drive?
Can Grenade drive?
I don't like that answer.
Worst comes to worst, just roll for it.
Well, I think he also mentioned something about following you two. And yeah.
Grenade has followed Zephyr.
Okay.
I don't know how that has to do with you being able to drive. What?
All right, so we're headed back to the motel because Arlo wants to see his truck.
All right.
Your truck's in the parking lot.
Is it?
It looks
damaged?
mostly fine, except for like the twigs stuck in the grill and several other areas.
What the hell? just kind of plucking some of the twigs out, but there's no like external damage or anything, right?
No real damage, at least that you can see from ground level.
Mm-hmm.
Might be something on the roof.
Sephi just kind of chuckles. Oh, right, we teleported your car into the middle of the forest. We had to get across the border somehow, she says, whispering that so as to not yell that out to everyone around them.
Arlo just kind of sits there and rubs his temples. All right,
Are
that's
trucks
fine.
not made for off-road?
They can be, but they're not made for driving through a whole bunch of trees. I think we should be all right. I'm going to do a once-over when we get back home, make sure everything's running smoothly, and we should be okay. But we'll see on that one.
Well.
Sephi nods, very confused. She hopes she didn't do bad.
Anthony, why did you put that in the chat we play D&D in? Good to know. Okay.
All right. So
anyway.
All right, so we're reunited with everyone else, because I'm assuming we're all meeting back up at the hotel.
Yep, unless they decided to go somewhere other than the motel. Rest of the party?
I just thought we were going to the hotel.
Yeah, I think we all just went to the motel.
All right.
Everyone's just T-posing and vibing in the middle of the hotel.
Jesus Christ.
It's a miracle because Taika and Knight are actually getting along.
Taika's just in the corner moping because she did a bad.
Don't worry. Her party friend's gonna be there soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Taika's only friend because she ruined the friendship with somebody else. Woo!
Yay, radiation.
Hooray! Maybe I can make a drug out of it.
Wait, what?
Yes, I have made drug radiation.
You want to try some Casimir?
You want
Yes.
You want to buy some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life choices. I'm gonna go home and rethink my life choices.
You want some demon dick?
Demon dick? Is that what you said?
Jeez, okay.
Notices demon dick. What's this?
Oh, whoa, notices your bulge.
Oh, whoa, notices your drugs.
Story of my life.
All right, so as we kind of go back and meet up, Arlo is gonna go over to Taika real quick.
All right, Taika's just on her phone.
Hey, Taika, question.
Taika looks up. Yeah.
The thing you were fighting, I heard someone say you threw out your hands and zapped it with a taser or something.
That's probably what happened. I was also kind of drunk, if I'm being honest with you.
Olaf was the one that heard that.
Was it? Was he?
Yes.
Shoot. Okay.
Oh shit. Never mind. Yeet.
All right.
Rewind.
Olaf
Time rewind.
asked the
Okay, so-
questions about weaknesses. You asked. Let me find it.
Yeah. No. I'm remembering.
Where did
now.
it go?
I asked where did it go and where, and one more thing that wasn't.
You asked whether or not it had supernatural powers.
Yeah, that was it. And well, okay. So rewind back to what it was saying. All right. So Zephy said you teleported my truck into a forest.
Well, we had to get across the border somehow.
Can't you just walk?
No. Or at least I don't think so. I actually don't know how well the border's protected around Canada, if I'm being honest with you.
Well,
Arlo
it's a peacetime border, so.
Arlo just kind of rubs his temples again, just kind of like, okay. All right, well, as long as it's not damaged, I'm not going to be upset. So, you were attacked by a big sea creature on the boat, yes?
As far as I remember, yeah.
All right. Okay.
If it attacked the boat, I might have just revealed magic to a couple of people. Not gonna lie. If there's something in the water I wanted to hurt, I probably would have tried to hit it with lightning.
All right, that makes sense, I guess. And I do have a car battery I could probably use.
God damn it! I forgot that Zephy has a thunder hammer.
Yeah, which you also applied smite to, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'm just saying I could like shock the water with it, maybe.
But just kind of. All right. Did you get a glimpse of how big it was?
You know, the
Roll me sharp.
Tyke is just like, Oh, 2d6 plus 1. 12.
Easily 2 to 3 times the size of a crocodile.
It was like, so you know, like crocodiles. It was like 3 crocodiles. I know that's a really weird way to describe it, but mine's really hazy.
No, I understand the sentiment completely. That's a big creature. What, did it display any behavior when it attacked? Was the boat provoking it in any way, shape, or form?
It depends. Do people drinking alcohol on a boat tend to have people attack them in the water? I mean, I don't remember how loud it was. If anything, I was probably the loudest there. Maybe Zephy, if I recall. But either way, it might have been more of a territorial thing. Honestly, I don't think nobody was like throwing glass over the side of the boat. As far as I know, no one was yelling for go over here. It was more like, yeah, let's drink and maybe we'll spot Ogopogo. And then we did, and it kind of slapped the side of the boat, if I remember.
That sounds uncharacteristic. But at the same time, there have been a lot of attacks of it recently. I'm trying to think if we could relocate it somehow rather than just killing it. But I don't know how that would work. The more I'm hearing it, the more I'm thinking that that's not going to be a possibility.
I'm just trying to figure out how you're going to transport that.
Leave it to the agency.
The agency wants to kill the thing because it's killed so many of the agents.
Yeah, I'm just... Arlo's kind of thinking out loud at this point in time, so he's just like, all right. It's like we're going to be...
I mean, honestly, my last solution for this would just be to try to shock the entire lake, but, that's not really practical.
No.
Or ecologically responsible.
Yeah. That was another thing. Let's not cook every fish in that fucking lake.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no.
That was the, we've run out of options.
That's the nuke it from orbit option. All right. Well, we need to find this thing first and foremost.
Let's see. Tyka's tapping her temple right now a bit, just think, come on. If you want to test your hypothesis for noise, we could try to make a small raft or something, put a radio on it or something, and send it out into the ocean or lake and see what happens. Observe it from shore, so none of us are getting hurt, but
Yeah, that might be that's a good idea, actually. Of course, we're gonna need something like an RC or boat or something. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get some other input here. Olaf seems to know a little bit about hunting monsters, and maybe he knows about water monsters, because, well, Viking and all that. Well, let's see if we can get a game plan here. And Arlo's going to start trying to gather the group a little bit, trying to get everyone to put their heads together.
All right, so I guess you're gathering the group.
Mm-hmm.
I guess role play that shit out.
Yeah, just all right, everyone. Let's gather around the table. Let's gather around the table over here. I've got We need some questions that are answering, and we've got a problem here, and we got to put our heads together for this one.
What's the problem?
The only one to respond is Casimir. What's the problem?
Arlo turns to Casimir. Well, there's a big sea monster that's been killing a bunch of people, and our aim is to kill it. But we have to figure out how to trap it and to kill it. So,
Why don't we just go to the monster's lair and kill it?
well, that's the thing. The lair is a lake, and that lake is very big. So it could be in many different places on that one.
So you're
Olaf,
telling me the entire lake?
we're not going to kill the entire lake, Casimir, but yes, that is what I'm telling you.
Jonathan was over close to the lake. He didn't go in the water. Don't worry, Arlo. But I know, because of parent things. But what he told me was the caves are too small that are near the edge to house this creature.
There are caves.
Exactly. If we go to the cave that can house it, because it has to have somewhere to sleep, but we kill it.
The thing is, I don't know if it's a cave at the bottom of the lake because those seem to be too small for the large creature.
Well,
I'm
it
gonna
can't just be
have,
swimming in the big lake.
I'm gonna have Taika look up where do fish sleep.
I can tell you right now, it ain't fucking caves.
Well, what did Casimir say?
I said, well, it doesn't just swim around the lake all day. It has to go somewhere to rest.
Actually, it might. Research shows that fish may reduce their activity and metabolism while remaining alert to danger. Some fish float in place, some wedge themselves into a secure spot in the mud or coral, and some even locate a suitable nest. These periods of suspended animation may perform the same restorative function as sleep does in people. So for all we know, this thing doesn't even actually sleep, she says.
There's
in
also the whole.
quotations.
Okay, right. Wait.
Arlo kind of turns to Olaf. Olaf, you have a little bit of experience with seafaring and such, right?
I used to hunt them back when I worked for the king.
If you hunted sea monsters, did they ever have a nest or a lair? And if they did, what did it usually consist of?
Well, it's varying things. I mean, they could be having the young back in the caves, back in the nest, as you say. Just to protect the young, while the mothers went out and hunted.
Makes sense. And if they had young, were they more aggressive?
I mean, the young ones are very aggressive, I guess, but I mean, it's the parents you want to watch out for, especially if you've killed a young.
Yeah,
They'll
that's what
travel to the end of the world to try to get you back-footed.
Yeah. You see, that's what I'm kind of worrying about here. If Ogopogo is becoming more aggressive now, what if it has young that it's trying to raise, and that's part of why it's being so aggressive? What if we might have a whole nest of these things on our hands that may or may not cause problems later?
Well, I'll say this. It's probably smart to kill the mother before the child. If you kill the children first, even I wouldn't dare go after a mother, whenever young has been killed.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be a last ditch resort to drag it out, but different things. Hey, Miss Knight, you got any ideas on this?
I mean, I've showed you all the research that my agency has gotten on this thing so far.
Yeah, which said file includes that it's not a fish, it's a reptile, breathes air.
Mm-hmm.
As well as mentions the whole thing of there being a string of disappearances.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, when it comes to that, looking at the file, there's not a whole lot known about it. Just a few things. One of the things we might do is check to see where these disappearances took place, and set either stakeouts or find the thing there. Alternatively, we could all join another wine cruise and see if it came out again, and when it showed up to take us on, take it out then.
Can everyone do me a sharp?
Mhm. Arlo rolled an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan rolled a 5.
11.
All right.
Oh shit! Sorry. What are we rolling for?
Sharp.
Wait,
8
what are we
for
rolling
Arlo.
for? I mean, like,
Smart.
Sharp.
what
Mhm.
for? Just.
Well, I'll tell you once you roll.
Oh, all right, cool. I didn't know if I missed an important conversation.
Yes, you
No.
did.
Well, good chance of that. But okay, which one of those is wait?
Zephy has no sharp, and Taika has one. So
Yeah. And I'm
Olaf.
guessing that the second one was Olaf.
Yes.
All right. So Olaf, basically, yeah, Olaf, Taika, Kit, and Arlo.
Mm-hmm.
You hear some sirens like going past towards the lake.
Oh no.
Well, that's our cube. Gear up and roll out, I say.
I'm getting in my car.
I'm getting in my truck, and I guess everyone else is kind of piling in after us.
Yep.
So, driving, following the sirens.
cruising
Alright.
on down Main Street, you relax and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're singing, "Oh God, there's a monster in the lake."
We're just speeding like crazy. Just following these sirens.
You see it, you pass a cop, the cop starts to try to slow you down, you just pull your badge out of the window.
Yeah. Like, get off my tail. I'm on the job, man. Leave me alone.
Arlo is following closely behind Agent Knight.
All right.
Behind me is with me, so don't even try and pull a ticket on them.
Mm-hmm.
Or else I'll get you fired because I have that power, bitch.
No,
Swing your badge around like a club.
That's even more questionable.
Agent Knight T-posing menacingly over a cop. I have power over you!
Just like the JoJo just menacing text appears.
I mean, I'll be super nice if they're nice, but the cops are rude, but I'm not gonna put up with it.
Nope. Agent Knight gives 0 fucks. All right. So we're following the sirens.
Yeah. Which, once you get to the lake at night, you can see that what's happening is that a boat is being pulled out of the lake. Seems to be like a commercial,
A
motorboat.
commercial jet?
Okay.
Commercial motorboat.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty heavily mangled. And you can pretty clearly see that it's, covered in blood.
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
Okay.
It seems to go after bigger. Maybe you learn from experience. Bigger boats equal more prey.
I'm gonna have Taika try to check the boat to see if there's any holes in it that, maybe the boat was sinking into the water.
It seems to have just been, smashed into. So, the holes from it are more impact than anything else.
Okay, that means he's either ramming it or he's picking people up and slapping them into the side because that's where all the blood is. I'm just picturing a really long snake bonking his head on a boat.
All right. So Arlo is going to go look out across the lake to see if he can spot anything.
don't really see anything out there. It's pretty dark, and most of the lights are on the boat and the equipment pulling it up. So it's making it kind of hard to see if anything is out there.
Okay.
I mean, is the blood on the side of the boat human or the monsters?
Well, it's not on the side. It's more like where the seats would be.
Okay, is that the monster's blood or human blood?
Probably human blood.
I mean, just with
I don't
simple
think two
deduction,
normal
it's
humans can deal with
human blood.
Is there
There's
anything
no
here,
real reason it would be monster blood.
Is there anything here that would give off a scent of the beast?
You can't really track a scent through the water like that. At least not if you're a land-dwelling creature.
Ah, but if you're a ghost, you can't. Oh, a spirit, you can.
What about saliva?
Yeah, did he drool? Did he like, ooh, you look like a snack?
Oh, dear God.
Because I still have a pet spirit.
Yeah, you have a pet spirit.
Alright, boy, go into the water.
Yep.
It kind of just, doggy paddles across the top.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I may be a ghost, but I still float.
What kind of ghost flow? Worthless mutt.
All right, so I'm actually going to spend my my connect the dots hold to ask the question: when and where will the next critical event occur?
Well, the where will likely be somewhere on the lake.
You don't say.
And the when, based on, the two examples that you have directly seen, is going to be, more or less on a boat that is alone.
Okay. Right. About what time is it right now? It's dark in the evening, but how late?
It's minimum 10 p.m.
Okay. Just kind of sitting there and thinking about it. I'm sure there's no 24-hour boat rental places that we can find.
Not really, no.
And when the wine boat was attacked, it was the middle of the day, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But nobody died that time.
But there is blood on the ship. Yeah, this time someone did die. It seems like
at least one person.
All right. We need to get a boat and we need to go out onto that lake. We need to draw it out and we need to kill this thing.
Do we know its weakness?
From what we've gathered, we have some. We know it has some electricity, possibly vulnerabilities, or it might affect it a little bit more.
You didn't hear that. Arlo did.
Yeah.
Olaf.
But
I don't think that Olaf has shared with the class yet.
With the class. Show and tell, Olaf.
Did Olaf share what he found?
What did he find?
The fact that it bolted whenever it got shocked.
Just saying.
He did not know.
Of course.
Okay.
He found out.
No one ever asked.
All right. I thought that. Okay.
But
all right,
you know what? He's going to say it now that he saw this wreck. By the way, I probably should have mentioned it before when we were at the other bitch. But there's a man there who was listening to a story of mine. And he also told me about how the beast went bolted away whenever he did some shocking thing in the water. He said.
So, okay, all right.
It was an
Okay,
event
that's
like
useful
device that could
information.
control the weather. It had lightning in it.
So electricity is his weakness. To me,
That
that
and
really stinks because we only got, 3 people that can do electricity?
I have a car battery we can possibly use. And I do have this, and Arlo holds up one of his armor-piercing shells that he had from last time, like one of the slug rounds. This might not be electrical, but it can get through some thicker skin, and if this thing is like a crocodile, well, we're gonna need this. And he puts it back in his pocket.
We're gonna need a lot more armor-piercing bullets than that.
I got 8, and they only go to my shotgun, so...
Can I go to a Waffle House? Because I want to be able to defend myself.
I think we checked this and we couldn't find any Waffle Houses in Canada.
Rip.
This is outside of their area of jurisdiction.
Yet I have the power with my badge, but I
Mhm.
can't get back up.
Recognized authority and jurisdiction.
Yeah, they are not anywhere in Canada. They are more of a southern business
Mm-hmm.
that's moving up to like
Why can't it be
Pennsylvania. They're
like
not even in
Yeah.
that has different names and branches?
Canadian Waffle House.
Oh,
This is
jeez.
what I need.
There's a place called Waffle House Restaurant, but I don't think it's a Waffle House.
It's not a franchise either, so
Yeah.
it's
It can be a distant cousin. I need backup. But that's up to you if I'm allowed that.
I mean, the fish out of water thing is fitting for what you're dealing with. Check and see how long this has been going on, because it's been 1 hour since the malfunction.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at least 30 minutes before that. Okay.
It's about an hour and a half, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there's no 24-hour boat rental places, is there?
No.
Okay. So
Is my dad there?
who's dead?
Mine.
Oh, yours, Dad.
He's been gone for so long.
He said he was going out to get cigarettes, but he never did come back.
I was just kind of assumed they were Canadian cigarettes, and that's why he's been gone so long.
Well, actually, yeah, technically they were Cubans. Had to go to Canada to get them.
Of course. How else are you gonna get to Cuba?
Well, no. Cuban cigars are embargoed for the U.S., but not for Canada.
Big think.
So to get Cuban cigars, you can get them. They're still able to be imported into Canada.
I see.
So you can buy Cuban cigars in Canada, but you can't buy them in the United States.
I learned something today.
It's the same
All right.
with Kinder Eggs.
So the whole thing I'm seeing right now is I think probably our best bet would be to go back to the motel, get some sleep, get up in the morning, rent a boat, and go out on the lake to draw the thing out and kill it.
Yeah. While y'all do that, I'm gonna try and figure out other ways to defend ourselves. Since we only got one person with 8 bullets that can actually do harm, and then only 3 people that got electricity to actually beat this thing.
Well, it's not that our guns won't do harm, it's just that mine probably will do a little more, because with the armor-piercing shells, I might be able to get past its defenses a little bit.
Yeah, but with it being a reptile, I have a feeling regular bullets are just gonna bounce off the thing.
Maybe.
I
But
don't like being defenseless in my own battle.
all right.
I'm gonna try and make a call to the agency, and if they can't help, maybe I can get Ezreal just to teleport ammo or something.
No. What you do is you tell Ezreal to open up a portal in the water, and then open up the portal like over the ocean, and just drop Ogopogo in the middle of the ocean.
Oh god, it's gonna go back to the days where there were floating freshwater lakes on the ocean.
Yes.
That was a thing. That was an actual thing.
Yeah, let's relive that.
Because the water frozen in ice caps is fresh water.
Yeah.
And so whenever it was warm enough to where like a lot of that would be melted, be floating freshwater lakes. Anyway.
The more you know.
Full of information. I never said it was ever useful.
I hear the vroom vroom. Are you gonna drive to your Doom Doom?
I'm almost at my house. I've been driving for this whole time, and I've been talking to y'all, hoping y'all didn't need me to roll for something while I'm driving. That's why I came up with the whole call too. Not because I actually, one, I need it, and two, it'd be helpful for me not to have to roll.
Alright, so Arlo, what is exactly that you're trying to do?
Arlo's not doing anything but getting a good night's sleep. So
Alright.
Tomorrow morning we can rent a boat and go out on the lake and see if we can draw the thing out to us.
I know this is never fun, but it's been a long night, or it's been a while, so do y'all wanna...
Yeah, I was getting the feeling that this was going to end up having to be a 4-parter.
Might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
Is this the part where Anthony starts snoring again?
I mean, I'd like it if we were able to actually, like, record that for once. That's kind of cute. Get in all those big views with the adorable Snorri boy.
I see ASMR with sleeping Anthony.
That's one way to do that.
ASMR to help you sleep, me beating you unconscious with a shoe.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen that one?
Nope.
ASMR, me checking off in your closet because you're very cute.
No. That doesn't help me. No.
I don't really do ASMRs.
Let me find the video. You don't need to listen to it. But you need to like see the thumbnail and the title.
Didn't we find this channel once too? Like with
yes,
weird stuff like this?
Me and you talked about it.
Oh yeah.
Like me and you talked about it. But that was really it. There we go. Yeah, it was by ASMR Charm. All right, there we go.
That's a funny thing.
All right, so we're gonna finish this up. We're gonna do the little end of things questions. Did you conclude the current mystery? No.
Nope.
Did they save someone from certain death or worse?
The people from last time, but I don't think that counts.
Nope, that doesn't count.
I don't think we did anything this session.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Not really, no.
Honestly, I think you might have forgotten some things. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
No.
All right, so no one gets experience at the end of this.
Lovely.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun.
All right.
All right, gamers. See you next time. Yeet.
It's going to be the end of this. I'm going to have to download 2 files. That's going to be really fun.
Yay.